crossed, back straight, eyes closed. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feeling that power you have, your determination to control your breathing. The same way you can take control of your mind anywhere you are, whatever you're doing. Let's use that same power, that same determination to see in our mind the image, the visions that we want to create today in our lives. Let's see ourselves doing the best we can on all of the stretches and exercises we do together here and now. Let's use that power we have, our true being, our presence, our determination to see in our mind right now, go into the future. Think about what you want to make real. Bring it to the present. And that music goes off. All right, good morning, determination. How's everyone doing today? Another beautiful day here, outdoors. If you're indoors, wherever you are, let's go, everybody. Here we go. Another wonderful moment together. Another great day in the gym of life. Gym of life never ends. So here we go. We're going to start when I say go. We're going to start jogging on the spot, doing the best jog we can, best jog we've ever done. Or we can simply walk on the spot. So depending on how much space you have, we should be able to do this within the space that we have. So here we go. Ready, everybody? When I say go, your best jog ever. Ready? And go. Still focused on our breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feeling the joy of you commanding your body. Remember, you're the boss of your mind. Your mind is the boss of your body. Almost there. Let's go, everybody. Keep going. Power of our heart starting to beat a little bit faster. Our breathing becoming a little bit more difficult. We'll feel our power still controlling our breathing. And stop. All right, back to our best walk, either side to side or simply walking on the spot. But focused on our breathing, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Oh wow, what a day. What another pristine, perfect day. Enjoy every moment, wherever you are, enjoy this. Enjoy your power, your gift to always work on your mind and your body. Always in the gym of life. Okay, everybody, let's start with our 10 shoulder rolls forward. Here we go, ready? And go. Joy of you rolling your shoulders forward, being able to do that. Okay, and backwards, all the way up and around, as high as you can towards your ears, all the way around. Let's do 10. and stop. Let's do arm circles forward. Big arm circles. 10 forward. Alright, now let's go backwards. Again, just feel the joy of you controlling your body to move through space. All through the power and control of your own determination. Alright, good work everybody. Hands on your hips, bend your knees and side stretch. 5 on each side. Alright, and let's do twists. Again, 5 on each side, feet flat on the floor. Really think about what you really enjoy being in this moment, here, right now. The power of your presence. Alright everyone, and let's reach for the ceiling on our toes or reach for the sky, wherever you are. Here we go. Holding it for 10 seconds. Alright, and now reach for your toes, straight knees. Again, feel the joy, the striving. Reaching for your toes, even if you can't touch them yet. Always yet. You get to work on it all the time. Very good, and come on back up. Okay, let's work on our balance. Grab one leg and find your balance. Bend the other knee if you have to. Hold it for 10. Pull that leg back. Feel the power of you finding your balance in this moment. And switch to the leg. And bend that knee. Imagine you've got roots going under your feet, going through the ground. You're immovable. See it in your mind right now. Excellent. All right, and let's hug our knee this time. Bend the other knee if you have to. Big hug. And find that balance again. Hold it for 10 seconds. You lose your balance, you get it right back. Feel your mind controlling your body. Feel you controlling your mind right now. And switch to the side. Find that balance, bend that other knee, and bring that leg up all the way up. Excellent, everyone. Let's do 5 push-ups together. Here we go. That's 5 push-ups. If you got to keep your knees down, go ahead. Whatever you do your best. 5 sit-ups. What a moment. All right, and let's do 5 squats. Our best 5 squats. Here we go. Feet flat on the floor, looking straight ahead, bending the knees all the way down, all the way up. All right, let's do lunges now. 3 on each side. Best lunges. Keep that back straight if we can, looking straight ahead. Excellent. All right, let's do 10-second plank. Belly's knees off the ground. Always thinking of whatever. Bringing ourselves back to our presence, our being. Okay, and let's sit down and reach for our toes, everybody. Here we go. Ready?
세상을 만들어주는 걸 너는 내 별이자 나의 호주니까 지금 이 시련도 결국엔 잠시니까 너는 언제까지나 지금처럼 밝게만 빛나줘 우리는 너를 따라 이긴 밤을 수놓고 너와 함께 날아가 When I'm without you I'm crazy 자 어서 내 손을 잡아 We are made of each other baby You are my universe and I just want to put you first
Adriano flips it in, and a spectacular goal.
Morning, guys. There is only one absolute certainty in this universe, and you have it. It's the ability to control the power of your mind. Every day when I work with my students, we work on controlling the power of our minds through our breathing. This one simple act, this one simple thing that you can do in any moment, take control of your breathing, to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, for example. That's something that you can do, which demonstrate that's the only thing that's certain in this world. So when we look at our outside world, and get ready, life's going to come at you today like it does every day. Things are going to happen that don't go your way. Understand that same power that controls your breathing, you can control your response in any situation. So try that today. Anything that comes to you, you control it. Demonstrate your absolute certain power. Have a great day, everybody.
Nobody ever really changed the world or changed an industry by just doing what everybody else is doing. Even when I was a kid, it was like, okay, if this is the way everybody's doing it and everybody's just doing it because, how would I do it differently?
We only have a few principles at Amazon, kind of core values that we go back to over and over again. And if you looked at each of the things that we do, you would see those run straight through everything. So the first one, and by far the most important one, is customer obsession.
The more successful you become, the more people you have around you who are willing just to please you. So you have to have a core team of people. You have to have your core buddies, your core, I call it my kitchen cabinet, people that are going to always tell you the truth.
As the complexity of the company grows, every day you're going to be faced with 100 things that you could potentially go do, and your job is to pick the one thing that actually matters. Because out of those 100 things, it's really only actually going to be one or two things that actually matter.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I watch these videos every day because I need them for motivation. Being around successful entrepreneurs every morning helps me believe that I can do great things too. It's like your morning coffee, but for your goals, kickstarting your day with a blast of positivity. So here is a challenge for you. Try watching one video every morning for the next 30 days. And let's find out together if they help you do great things too. If you're in, leave a hashtag BELIEVE in the comments below so I can celebrate with you. For some more incredible business knowledge, check the video right there next to me. I think you'll love it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Nobody ever really changed the world or changed an industry by just doing what everybody else is doing. And I always tried to look to see, even when I was a kid, it was like, okay, if this is the way everybody's doing it and everybody's just doing it because, how would I do it differently? You know, even when I opened up my bar, right, it was like, okay, they're playing this music, that music sucks. They're geared towards this type, you know, and had a dance floor. Let's get rid of the dance floor. You know, let's put in drinks. Let's have, you know, Nerf, you know, we have Nerf basketball leagues and, you know, just stuff that's dumb shit, but it was different, you know, and by just trying things that may seem dumb and are different, you learn, you know, how to break through and try new things, and that's just always worked well for me.
And it's not, especially in tech, you invest in companies, it's not incrementally better, right? It's, you don't want to be just a little better than the competition, because by the time you get out, they've already passed you.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big mistakes that entrepreneurs make is they lie to themselves all the time. So, whether it's on Shark Tank or it's investing in a company, people say, well, we're a better this than that, right? Well, whoever it is, if you're faster, cheaper, anything that ends in an S or an right, to describe why I should invest in you and why your company's going to be successful, whoever it is you're competing with isn't sitting there saying, yeah, we're That's just not the way it works. They're looking back and saying, okay, you may think that, but I'm not standing still. You may be trying to disrupt me, but I'm working to stay ahead of you. And so, to get into that type of grind just was never very appealing to me. And it's not to say I've never invested in a business that doesn't have some Me Too elements, but I always tried to have a vision of how you can be completely different or how you can turn it upside down.
We only have a few principles at Amazon, kind of core values that we go back to over and over again. And if you looked at each of the things that we do, you would see those run straight through everything. So the first one, and by far the most important one, is customer obsession. And we talk about it as customer obsession as opposed to competitor obsession. And I have seen over and over again companies talk about that they're customer focused, but really when I pay close attention to them, I believe they are competitor focused. And that's just a completely different mentality. By the way, competitor focus can work, but I don't think it works in the long run as well as customer focused. For one thing, once you're the leader, if your whole culture is competitor obsessed, it's kind of hard to stay energized and motivated if you're out in front. Whereas customers are always unsatisfied, they're always discontent, they always want more. And so no matter how far you get out there in front of your competitors, you're still behind your customers. So they're always pulling you along. So customer obsession is a deep principle that underlies everything we do. Another one is eagerness to invent. So we love to pioneer. And when we have done, by the way, whenever we have tried to do something in a kind of Me Too fashion, we have failed at it. We need to have something that is differentiated, unique, something that customers are going to like, that we're kind of leading with. So that's another element that works for us. And then another one is long-term thinking. We are willing to take some time and be patient with our business initiatives, and that runs through everything. So a lot of our competitors might have 2 to 3 year kind of time frames, and we might have more of a 5 to 7 year sort of time frame. And then the last one, operational excellence. So literally, how do you have high standards around, identifying defects, fixing defects at the root, all of those kinds of things that lead to what I think also can be in a simpler way, just stated as professionalism, that you want to do things right just for the sake of doing them right.
There's probably stuff you can say about some insight that you had early on and you thought to yourself, nobody else knows this except us. But we have this great trick. Do you remember any of them?
Well, Peter Thiel was really focused on network effects. And he had this model that I think is right for making decisions, that as the complexity of the company grows, every day you're going to be faced with 100 things that you could potentially go do. And your job is to pick the one thing that actually matters. Because out of those 100 things, it's really only actually going to be 1 or 2 things that actually matter. And that was pretty informative to me at the time, because I had intuitively, I had a lot of some self-direction intuitively, but as soon as I started getting all these people around me who all had reasonable perspectives on things, it was very hard for me to balance that. And Peter was always very useful for that. We were focused.
He was good at saying, here's the one thing that matters. Focus on the one thing that matters.
Well, partially that, and partially just the meta lesson of figure out the one thing that matters and do that. But
do you remember what the one thing that mattered? If someone had asked
connecting everyone as quickly as possible. Because network effects were a massively important part of this. One of the stories.
So when you say connecting everyone as quickly as possible, you don't mean specifically getting more signups. You mean getting people to friend one another faster.
Yeah. Well,
how did you do that?
Well, we built a lot of tools to enable people to do what they already wanted to. Where you can't push uphill on this stuff, right? We were solving a problem that people had, and we just needed to remove as much friction as possible.
How do you think about innovation, change, transformation, and how do you empower the people around you to do it? Because you're Oprah, but you couldn't have done all this by yourself.
Of course, the most important thing that all of you are going to find when you leave here is who do you surround yourself with? How do you build your team? And as I was sharing with some folks earlier, the more successful you become, the more people you have around you who are willing just to please you. So you have to have a core team of people. You have to have your core buddies, your core, I call it my kitchen cabinet, people that are going to always tell you the truth. And all of my innovation has come from the question of how can I be used? First of all, let me just say this. I do not think there is any real life without a spiritual life. There is no real life without a spiritual life. And by spiritual, I mean religion, if that's what you want or need. But I mean understanding that there is a force greater than yourself, whatever you choose to call it, whether you call it creator or the divine or call it Allah or call it universal energy. There is a force greater than yourself that created you, however you believe you got to be here. And true freedom comes when you align your mind with the divine. True freedom comes when you use the energy of your personality to serve the calling of your soul. And so when you can line those two things up. So all of my innovation and all of my progress has come from being in alignment with what I really came to do.
Also, to make sure you're actually taking action after watching this video, I've designed a special free worksheet just for this video. The worksheet will highlight our favorite lessons from the video that will inspire you to remember what you learned today and actually apply them. The worksheet will also give you space to write down what your key takeaways are and your specific plan of action to make sure you're getting results. If you want the worksheet designed specifically for this video, absolutely for free, there's a link in the description below. Go click on it and start building the momentum in your life and your business. I'll see you there.
When you grow up, you tend
Straight knees or reaching for your toes. Do the best we can. Always working on motivating our minds, because we know our bodies will follow. And V shape with our legs, reaching for the floor as far away from our body as we can. Holding it there. Reach for one side, hold it there. Again, feel the joy of reaching, striving, doing your best. Even if you aren't able to reach where you want to be yet. And switch to the other side. Feel the power of you winning right now. Control of your mind. Alright, and let's put our feet together and gently push our knees down with our elbows. Here we go. Hold it there for 10. Feel the power of infinite intelligence in you, me, and all of us right now. Okay, one leg forward, one leg back. Go as far back as you can. Keep that knee on the ground. That knee down. Make sure you're not hurting yourself. You should just feel it pull, not any pain. Okay, and switch the other side. Alright, and let's roll onto our belly and push the ground or the floor and look up at the ceiling or the sky, wherever we are. Here we go, cobra stretch. Hold it there for 10. Feel the power of your being right here, right now. Okay, and legs crossed again, back straight, eyes closed, breathing in through our noses and out through our mouths. Here we go. Going into the future, into our imagination right now. Seeing what we want to do our best on today when that music goes on. For me, I'm going to be working on 2 exercises. One is lunges, as many lunges as I can do within the first song. And the second song, as many sit-ups as I can do until that song is over. So what about you? See it in your mind right now. You can play 2 of your own songs. You can listen to the songs I have. But choose your own exercises. If you don't like the ones I'm doing, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, whatever you want to do, whatever movement you want to do safely and effectively, see it in your mind right now before you bring it out into the world. You've got determination. You were born to win. To bring out all your visions, all your positive visions of yourself, of people, of the world. The way we do our best on these exercises when that music goes on is an expression, a reflection of the way we do our best at everything in the gym of life. Here we go, determination, lunges for me. You can follow if you want, or you can do whatever it is you want to do, your squats, sit-ups, a dance movement, jumping jacks, whatever exercise you want to do. Here I go, ready? All the time, trying to maintain good technique, good form. Best we can, always. Just feeling the joy, moving our bodies, doing our best. That's winning. We were born to do that, no matter what. It's like put the arms out too, instead of just forward to the side. Change it up. Whatever you're doing right now, keep going. Remember your breathing. Don't forget your breathing. I love it. This is the best. This moment is the best. Wherever you are, wherever you go, you get to always work on being your best at whatever you're doing. And that starts with our determination. Controlling our mind, no matter what. No matter how tired, how much discomfort we feel, we have the power to choose.
So Liz Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery pack.
Getting rid of that commercial for a second.
I really like the build. It's got Android.
This is significant pressure now. Neymar, Jordi Alba, sits Jimenez down. Messi!
Good morning, guys. Today, top 10 rules for success. We are introduced to Robert Kiyosaki, and he is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a bestseller and an awesome book. I highly recommend it. And his advice today that stuck out for me on the first page is what focus means to him. Focus means following one course of action until it's done. It sounds so simple. It's the essence of determination, my core, my one word. And I believe our one word deep down inside. We have that ability to follow one course of action until it's done. So think about how you can apply that today in anything that you're trying to achieve. Follow one course of action until it's done. That's true focus. Maybe it's a situation where you just simply control your response, your focused response, to make sure that you don't respond negatively. Have a great day, everybody.
To get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. But life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing, is to shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. I think that's very important. And however you learn that, once you learn it, you'll want to change life and make it better, because it's kind of messed up in a lot of ways. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.
You've always had this intense focus on customers, no matter the size of the business. Right. What does the meaning of a customer in the digital world, a user, mean to you now?
It means the same thing. They own your ass. There has never been a business that has survived without customers. And someone's got to pay the bills, and whoever's paying the bills, I'm putting the knee pads on and whatever they need. That's just the way business works. And if I create a scenario where they feel like they're getting great value, and then I'm going to have a good business. And I have a saying that you have to re-earn your customer's business every single day. And I try to, no matter what the business, no matter what position I'm in, no matter how big or small. Because, if your customers leave, what do you have left?
A lot of people in this room are entrepreneurs, started their own businesses, done various things, taken risks of various kinds. And I think one of the precursors, one of the foundational things to being able to take risk is to have had some kind of support from somebody. You have to have some mentors. You have to have somebody who loves you. These are the kind of things that build up and allow you to kind of, jump off into uncharted terrain and do something new, because you have a support system of one kind or another.
There's this culture in Silicon Valley that kind of makes startups seem glamorous. And I never really believed that, right? I never had a goal of starting a startup. And my goal when I realized that I had a company was to get it to be a good company as quickly as possible, right? And kind of get out of what you'd call the risky startup phase, where you are just constantly about to die, and where you could get to a point where you can actually do some interesting things and make a lot more interesting bets. And So I don't know. I never read a lot of the literature on this, and I mean, maybe if I had, then I wouldn't have made so many mistakes. But so I don't know if learning for me is the right way to go on this. But I mean, but it did. I think
your model must have come from somewhere, though, even if it was unintentional. Right? Like, were you influenced by Peter Thiel or Sean?
Well, yes, I was influenced by all these people once I met them. I hadn't really heard of Peter Thiel before.
I'm talking about
me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I mean, he was massively influential on my thinking, right? I mean, like a lot of the early lessons that I took on how to think about strategy came from Peter and Sean. And I did pay a lot of attention when I was growing up to Microsoft. I grew up, using, Windows 3.1 and then Windows 95, and I just thought that those were like the most unbelievable things. And
in a sense, they are.
Yeah, they really were awesome, right? Well, I don't know if you meant that positively, but I did. And I thought, building this ecosystem was really neat, and that kind of inspired me, right? In the way that they built a platform, I kind of thought, okay, well, maybe one day, the tools that I'm building can be part of a broader ecosystem as well.
There's a bigger dream waiting for you, just waiting for you to step into it. To step into it. Your life is big. Your life is huge. And we spend so much time wanting to be in somebody else's life. And you don't get honored, you don't get revered, you don't get celebrating wanting what somebody else has, because that which created you, divine intelligence that dreamed you from before your ancestors ever knew they would become your ancestors, that which dreamed the seed of you, wants you to know how special, how wondrous, how mysterious, how complex, how glorious, how phenomenal you are. And you get no credit messing in somebody else's territory or trying to have power over something you have no control. Another one of my favorite teachings is The Wizard of Oz. When the Wicked Witch of the West says, go away from here because you don't have any power here, you have no power in any territory other than your own. Oh, but you are the master of that. You get to be the master of your own fate. You get to be the captain of your own soul. And if you just manage that, if you just took care of your territory, oh, the glorious, 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 wondrous, wondrous opportunities and possibilities that are waiting for you. So the question is, what are you resisting? What are you pushing against? What are you not allowing? What are you blocking because you have this idea of who and what you're supposed to be, instead of leaning into the dream that's already been created and waiting for you? It's waiting for you. And the second, it's an instant thing. It's a shift in the way you see yourself and the power from which you have come.
One of the keys to Apple is Apple's an incredibly collaborative company. And so, you know how many committees we have at Apple?
No.
0. We have no committees.
No committees.
We are organized like a startup. One person's in charge of iPhone OS software. One person's in charge of Mac hardware. One person's in charge of iPhone hardware engineering. Another person's in charge of worldwide marketing. Another person's in charge of operations. We're organized like a startup. We're the biggest startup on the planet. And we all meet for 3 hours once a week, and we talk about everything we're doing, the whole business. And there's tremendous teamwork at the top of the company, which filters down to tremendous teamwork throughout the company. And teamwork is dependent on trusting the other folks to come through with their part without watching them all the time, but trusting that they're going to come through with their parts. And that's what we do really well. And we're great at figuring out how to divide things up into these great teams that we have and all work on the same thing, touch bases frequently, and bring it all together into a product. We do that really well. And so what I do all day is meet with teams of people and work on ideas and solve problems to make new products, to make new marketing programs, whatever it is.
And are people willing to tell you you're wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, other than snarky journalists. I mean, people that work for you.
Oh, yeah. No, we have wonderful arguments.
And do you win them all, or?
Oh, no, I wish I did. No, see, you can't. If you want to hire great people and have them stay working for you, you have to let them make a lot of decisions, and you have to be run by ideas, not hierarchy. The best ideas have to win.
So,
otherwise, good people don't stay.
But you must be more than a facilitator who runs meetings. You obviously contribute your own ideas.
I contribute ideas, sure. Well, why would I be there if I didn't?
They say there's this magic pill that will make you big and strong like Hercules.
Will meet to decide which one is the most perfectly developed man in the world.
They say it will make you a famous actor and get you elected into public office.
Political victory by an actor.
It will give you superhuman strength and a life of happiness. And muscles. We say there is no magic pill.
In my apartment when we
on the side, it's shut.
And let's keep going. Keep going. We don't let anything stop us. Until that song's over. Every moment counts. If you're doing lunges with me right now, I'm proud of you. You're up. Keep going. As it gets harder, we work. That's how powerful we are. We have that determination, that choice, that winning choice. Keep going. Song's not over. Your music, that stuff's inside you. For me, it's determination, and I know we got it all in all of us. So I use it every day. Let's go. You're using it now. Keep going. Music's still playing. Our music's still going. All right, next song. Proud of my effort. Proud of you. You haven't given up. Keep going. All right, sit up for me. Here we go. Always control your breathing. Bring it back to that. See the fact that you can still control your breathing. Even when your body wants to breathe faster, that's more proof of your determination. You got it in you all the time, no matter what. You can apply this, you can use this energy, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. The way you talk, the way you behave, the way you read, write, the way you're kind and loving, use determination. Use your power to be positive and never give up. Just like we're doing right now. On these exercises, on these sit-ups.
We're not giving up. No matter how hard it's getting. See, we know the truth. If we do what is easy, we give up. Our life will be hard. But if we do what is hard, and never give up, our life will be easy. So we gotta remember that all the time. That's the power of our determination. Controlling our mind. Motivating the mind so the body will follow. Keep going, determination. I'm so proud of you wherever you are. Just because you are who you are. Strive to be better all the time. You are infinite intelligence. We are double R. Infinitely intelligent. Powerful beyond measure. We don't choose to lose. We determine and win. Still with me? Keep going. I love you. So proud of you. Keep going. Even if you stop. Get back up at it again. Keep going. This is the way you're gonna live. Even if you stop, even if you get tired, even if you make mistakes, you're gonna learn. You're gonna get information. And you're gonna eventually win. How powerful you are. That's why I love you and all of us. No matter what. Oh, long song. That's okay. That's good. Love it. Keep going. Our body will rest and recover. Almost there. Keep going, everybody. Keep going. Oh, well done. So proud of you.
It's like I'm living a dream, but it's how everyone feels. We all unite with one feel. So let's wave our hands. We can sing, we can dance. We are strong, hold on tight. From afar we unite. Ah yeah, ah yeah, here we go, ah yeah. This is the time of our lives. Ah yeah, ah yeah, here we go, ah yeah. This is the time of our. This is the time of our. Ah yeah, ah yeah, here we go, ah yeah. This is the time of our lives. Ah yeah, ah yeah, here we go, ah yeah. This is the time of our lives. I love this moment right now. No one can take it away. So let it happen and how. It's why I cherish each day. can sing, we can dance, we are strong. Hold on tight from afar. We unite.
Here we go.
Ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Here we go, ah, yeah. This is the time of our lives. Ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Here we go, ah, yeah. This is the time of our lives. Ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Here we go, ah, yeah. This is the time of our lives. Ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Here we go, ah, yeah. This is the time of our lives. What we see, destiny. Realize now we all know the greatest. Ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Here we go, ah, yeah. This is the time of our lives. Ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Here we go, ah, yeah. This is the time of our.
Little back heel, it's opened up Messi. Messi scores 3-0.
Good morning, everyone. Living, laughing, and loving our way to infinite mind wealth. Today I'm going to share with you a moment that I watched on a video where Les Brown described what will happen when we start to try to take control of our minds and follow our dreams. And he goes on to say, and only the way Les Brown can do, and I highly recommend, look him up. He's the best at demonstrating infinite mind wealth and then laughing with it and having a good time with it. And he goes on to describe a situation where he refers to us going after our dreams. And he says, get ready, because when you go after your dreams, things are going to happen. Things are going to happen that don't go your way. And when I heard this the first time, it made me laugh. He says, life is going to knock you down. It's going to throw you to the canvas. It's going to slam you down, and it's going to hold you by the throat and say, you got a dream? And then you're going to say, I ain't got no dream. No, I ain't got no dream. Because the fear will kick in. Don't let that fear kick in. Remember Les Brown and laugh our way there. Have a great day, everybody.
We started 18 founders, and we aim high. We have a dream. We say we want to become the top 10 internet companies or websites in the world. Guys, at that time we are ranking several million names, but we say we want to be number 10 or the top 10 of the world. We want to make this company last 102 years, and we don't know where's our pay next month. Well, when you are poor, if you have dreams, you'll never feel poor. You know what we are doing? So after, we never say we will win next year or we win tomorrow. We say we will win in 10, 20 years. 19 years passed. Today, we are the top 10 websites, internet companies in the world.
In business, I swing at easy pitches. I stand there at the plate, and if I like pitches 1 inch above my navel, right in the center of the plate, I can wait and wait and wait because there's no called strikes. You know, as long as that bat's on my shoulder, nobody's calling a strike. If the pitcher throws me General Motors at 36, IBM at 82, Microsoft at 25, and I don't swing, it's not a strike. It's not a hit either, but it's not a strike. Only when I swing is it a strike. So I wait for easy pitches. I wait for things I understand are exactly in my sweet spot.
Is there any limit to your ambition?
No.
Or any limit to what you think you can achieve?
No. Well, no. Because I think right now, if I was to quit rapping and I said I want to go to the NBA, I would be in the NBA.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Why would you think you could make it to the NBA?
Because I think I could do anything.
The real way I think you actually achieve intellectual property protection is by innovating fast enough. If your rate of innovation is high, then you don't need to worry about protecting the IP because other companies will be copying something that you did years ago. And that's fine, you know. Just make sure your rate of innovation is fast. Speed of innovation is what matters. And I do say this to my teams like quite a lot, that innovation per unit time, as I go innovation per year, if you want to say it, like is what matters, not innovation absent time. Because if you wanted to make, say, 100% improvement in something, and that took 100 years or 1 year, that's radically different. So it's like, what is your rate of innovation? That matters. And is the rate of innovation, is that accelerating or decelerating? And a weird thing happens when companies get big is that most companies or organizations, the bigger they get, they tend to get less innovative. Not just less innovative on a per person basis, but less innovative in the absolute. And I think this is probably because the incentive structure is not there for innovation. It's not enough to use words to encourage innovation. The incentive structure must be aligned with that. That's fundamental.
Being dyslexic, I learned very early on the art of delegation. Now, I would say to anybody who's doing anything in life, and particularly running businesses or building businesses, whether you're dyslexic or not, you must learn the art of delegation. You must realize that you can't do everything yourself. You must really run your companies as if you've been run over the next day, and that you've got a fantastic team of people to run the day-to-day running of it. I'm a great believer in, getting a company set up, and then 2 or 3 months later you leave the building. You put somebody else in charge. Used to go back to my houseboat. If there's somebody else in charge in the building, then a lot of their time is going to be spent. People always want to see the top person in the company. Being polite to people, doing a lot of time is wasted being the top person, whereas you now are out of the building and you can start thinking about the bigger pictures and move into the next venture, or jumping in when there's firefighting that really needs you to fix it, or jumping into to put the company on the map. Fortunately, I think I've managed to surround myself with great people over the years.
The 95-5 rule. There are no spare. 95% of everything we do is right every day in business. But look for the 5% you do wrong, and that's what makes you better than everybody else. There are no spare customers, okay? It's a competitive world in every one of our businesses. Take no out of your damn vocabulary. You're on a business trip, and it's 11:02. You hang up the phone and on a call, and you call down to order some breakfast, and they say, "I'm sorry, sir, we don't serve breakfast anymore." I say, "That's okay, no problem. I don't need a waffle or an eggs Benedict. Just throw a couple of eggs in a skillet and send them up scrambled, however it's easy for you to do. I'm sorry, sir, we don't serve breakfast." Why are you telling me no? I didn't ask you for anything special. You're going to throw a burger in the pan, just throw me a couple of eggs and take care of me. You're in the hospitality business, okay? And you're telling me no. And everybody's in the hospitality business no matter what they do. You take care of your customer, okay? You take care of your customer. It's no different than we walk in and your people meet us polite. You put a welcome up on the screen. You come in here, everybody couldn't be, can I get you some water? Tell me, can I do this for you? You're in the service business.
Everybody
so why
is.
do you want to be an ass and say no to somebody when it's just as easy to say yes, or you just give an alternative?
Because the company's being run by somebody who's not.
You talked about companies having a unique advantage. Can you speak more on that for me, please?
Sure. I mean, what is it that a customer can get from you that they can't get from anybody else? And you have to be very careful with that too. When I just talked about lying to yourself as an entrepreneur, because often we'll say, well, it's just like Uber, but it has pink cars. Uber doesn't have pink cars. That's a difference without a distinction, right? Lots of times people get confused between what's a product and what's a feature. Pink Uber cars, that's a feature. That's not a unique product. Excuse me. So you have to know what it is that you do that is so unique, your potential customers say, whoa, I did not know that. As opposed to, well, I'm going to go tell Uber that they should probably add pink cars. Because whenever you're competing with, all of you are going to compete with Amazon at some point, if you're not already. Just the reality. And so you've got to understand, when Amazon starts looking at my customer base, what is it that I can convey to them that makes me unique? And that's what I meant by unique difference.
I came across the fact, so this is 1994, nobody has heard of the internet, very, very few people. And I came across the fact that the web, World Wide Web, was growing at something like 2,300% a year. This is in 1994, and anything growing that fast is, even if its baseline usage today is tiny, it's growing so fast, it's gonna be big. And so I looked at that and I was like, there's gotta be, I should come up with a business idea and that get, on the internet, and then let the internet grow around this, and we can keep working on it. And so I made a list of products that I might sell online, and I started force ranking them. And I picked books because books is super unusual in one respect, which is that there are more book items in the book category than there are items in any other category. There are 3 million different books active and in print around the world at any given time. So the founding idea of Amazon was to build universal selection of books. The biggest bookstores only had 150,000 titles. And so that's what I did, and I hired a small team, and we built the software. I moved to Seattle.
And when you told your parents you were going to quit D.E. Shaw, where you're successful, making presumably a fair amount of money, and you told your wife, Mackenzie, that you're going to move across the country, what did they all say?
They were immediately and reflexively supportive right after they asked the question, what's the internet?
One of the things that I think we've done well is just given the people at the company a lot of opportunity, right? So, it's not just me who started when I was 19 and now, I'm running this big company. There were a number of people who joined who were, people I did problem sets with at Harvard, or they dropped out of Stanford, or, different programs who have grown with the company over this long period of time. And, one of the things that I'm the most proud of is we have about 12 different product groups at the company. And all of the people who are running them, with the exception of one, did not join the company running a product group or reporting to me.
That's amazing.
And the one exception is David Marcus, who was the CEO of a $50 billion public company. So, so I'm pretty happy that he's on board, and having him run a product group, I think, is a pretty big coup too. But literally, none of them started off reporting to me. They all started off in different roles. Some were engineers, some were data analysts, some were product managers, and they've all grown. But I think what happens is, people see that you create opportunities for people, and that also, I think, keeps the best people engaged and makes the best people want to come work at your company because they feel like
our minds, right here, right now, no matter how hard our movements, exercises were today, no matter how much our body tried to take control of our minds. Feel that? That's you. The real you. That's our consciousness. Our being awake fully. To control our minds, to control our breathing, to control our bodies, to control our lives. It's all possible through the power of you being present, staying in the now, right here, right now, wherever you are, wherever you are. There is no past and future right now. There is only the present, the gift that is you. The being that is you, which makes everything else possible. See, right here, right now, is just pure presence, pure happiness, pure winning, pure essence, pure determination of who and what we really are. With this power, this peace, right here in this moment, right now, we can always have all the mind health, and even greater, the mind wealth we were built for.